Good afternoon, I'm Josh Felice and you're Walking Say News. Here are the top stories this hour. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is back in the spotlight after traveling to Strasbourg, France to promote trade relations between Canada and the European Union. Following what many are calling a stellar performance in Washington, Prime Minister Trudeau brought the room to their feet as he talked about the benefits of a trade agreement.
Canada knows that an effective European voice on the global stage isn't just preferable, it's essential. Indeed, the whole world benefits from a strong EU.
Looking out the window today, I can almost believe that it's a bright spring day. Let's go to our weather specialist, Salma Ibrahim, to see if it's really as good as it looks. Salma? Thanks, Salma. It may be cold outside right now, but Canadians can stay warm in 2017's Car of the Year. The Volkswagen Golf All-Track drove away with Canadian Car of the Year award this morning. The Golf beat out both the BMW M2 and Hyundai Elantra for top honors. The Subaru Forester was also a big winner, taking home 2017 Utility Vehicle of the Year. From the Car of the Year to a man of many decades, Canadians of all ages are mourning the loss of legendary storyteller Stuart McLean. After a long battle with cancer, the former host of CBC Radio's The Vinyl Cafe passed away yesterday at the age of 68. Say News' very own videographer Nadra Chaudhry talked to Seneca students and faculty for their thoughts. But first, a humble word from the man himself.
I mean, I didn't really expect myself to amount to very much either. So I was intimidated by the brains and the athletes all around me, and just didn't think I measured up.
It sucks that cancer took his life. He was a great role model in the radio industry, hard worker. You know, I looked up to him. I hope I could be like him one day. But that really sucks. It's tough.
You know, I was so taken aback by the death of Stuart McLean.
It was a tragic loss. He was suffering for a long time from his disease, and he'll be missed. He'll be missed.
Stuart McLean was a very unique individual in Canadian broadcasting.
Great host, and it's just sad that melanoma took over him, but he will be missed, yeah.
He was a great entertainer, a great storyteller, and he certainly will be missed by Canadian broadcasting.
Residents are preparing to return home after Tuesday's massive fire at Yonge and St. Clair. The blaze destroyed the Badminton and Racquet Club of Toronto. Many people are still waiting to find out how much damage they'll be coming home to. Smoke and water are the main concerns for businesses and condo owners in the area.
The damage is pretty minimal, I'm thinking, compared to some of the neighbors that I've talked to. The crews are in there extracting the water from the basement. They've got the big dryer units coming in, hopefully circulate the air, help with some of the smell, which I thought was going to be a lot worse than it actually is.
Good news if you're looking for a job. You can head over to the front entrance this afternoon. Say News reporter Claudia fills us in on what's happening at this week's career fair.
I'm here at Seneca at your career fair right now with career service coordinator Salvatore Samanara. I want to find out why they organize this event and why is it important for students to attend, plus the benefit this career fair has for students.
It's important that the students attend because they're here to get a career. Right. So while they're getting their education, while they're getting their training, while they're acquiring their skills, what we'd like to do is expose them to various industries, employers within those industries, and the employers themselves in terms of seeing the faces to the various places of work.
this career fair is so important because it brings so many opportunities to students to find a job. So Seneca brings a lot of companies to this campus, and like it's an option for students to find an opportunity to work. As soon as they finish, they graduate, or if they're co-op students, they can apply and have experience, which is going to help them in the future.
After talking to students who are attending this career fair and the career fair organizer, I found out it is important for students to attend this fair because of the job opportunities it has for students and also possible internship positions for students that are looking for internship programs before graduation. So yeah, students should take advantage of this career fair. Back to you, Josh.
February is a time of diversity. Many are celebrating Black History Month, honoring the achievements and contributions of Black Canadians. Kemba Ayam is at Seneca College today with an International African Inventors Museum and a few performances for students to enjoy. Reporter Arita Studenica has the details.
I'm here with Kemba at Seneca College talking about Black History Month. So tell me a bit about what's going on here.
So this is the International African Inventors Museum, which is a part of the larger Canadian Multicultural Inventors Museum. So there are different people and items from Africa and the African diaspora, things that have been invented, things that have been created that are here, so for everyone to see.
So tell me a bit about more of the importance with this.
So this is important. It's a part of Black History Month. A lot of people don't know many of the inventions that Black Africans have created, like the traffic signal or the gas mask, which is very important. So this is really just to shed a spotlight on what people from the continent have done and diasporic Africans. So it's important for people to have a sense of pride in themselves, for people who don't know about their history, and also for other cultures to know what people from the diaspora have created.
And what do you want Seneca students to take from this?
I want Seneca students to take away that, anyone can be an inventor. There's this thing where people don't know that a lot of inventions were created because people did it out of necessity. So the thing about invention, that it can be new or it can be an improvement. It just has to be useful. And so you could make something out of something just because you saw that it works, but not as well as you thought it could be. So that's what I want to share with Seneca students.
Thank you, Kimba, for your time. I'm here at Seneca College Live. I'm Marita Seneca for Say News.
And if you're celebrating outside this weekend, then you're in luck. Looks like it'll be warming up. Our weather specialist Salma Ibrahim joins us back in the studio with a full forecast. Salma, what about that good news you promised?
You're right, Josh. I did promise some good news. But first, let's look at our active weather system, where Atlantic Canada is facing another nor'easter that's going to bring down about 10, 20 centimeters of snow. Here in Toronto, we will be safe from that, but because we are sitting above that jet stream, that's keeping us feeling those double-digit chills. Now, out west towards the prairie and even beyond the prairie, this bit of green right here is what is bringing us our good news, our big surprise. That is record-breaking highs for this time of the year. Right now, though, we are still below seasonal, and you can see the effects of this high-pressure system right here in the courtyard at Seneca College. That's that bright sun we talked about earlier. Now, it is still the coldest day of the month so far, and looking at our southern Ontario map, we can certainly see that we are sitting about at -9 in southern Ontario. Right here in southern Ontario, a little bit north, Barrie, all the way to Sault Ste. Marie, there's double digits, and it's even up to about -30 wind chill in some of those areas. So right here from Sarnia all the way up to Ottawa, we don't have it as bad. But it will be good news for our 3-day forecast, where, as you can see, there will be record-breaking highs, and I mentioned tonight we're going to hit a low of -11, but that good weather, that warm weather, will keep until Family Day on Monday, so everyone can enjoy their Family Day celebration. I was thinking of tuning into the Leafs game this Saturday, but things haven't been going so well for them. Martin, what do you think? Should I tune in?
Salma, because the post-Ulster version of the Toronto Maple Leafs can be summed up with one word: inconsistent. From losing to the Buffalo Sabres to beating the Islanders 7-1, who knows what Leafs will show up versus the Blue Jackets. Let's pick it up in the first period where the not-so-good Leafs showed up, as Josh Anderson pokes it past Leafs backup goalie Curtis McKinley for a 1-0 Columbus lead. Still in the first, backup Blue Jackets goalie robs Leo Komarov point blank with a fine pad save to keep it 1-0. Jump into the second, already up 2-0, Oliver Bjorkstrand fires it past the struggling McKilney to make it 3-0 for Columbus. Also in the second, Nick Foligno puts the game out of reach with a deflected effort, just fortunate on the day. And to add injury to insult, Mitch Marner flies into the boards, forcing him to leave the game as the Blue Jackets take this one 5-2. The Raptors and their fans probably want to go back to 2016, where basketball was fun. So far in 2017, the Raptors are 11-14, riding a 3-game losing streak, and still without new acquisition Serge Ibaka. It's safe to say the Raptors need a hero. Picking up from the second, Hornets guard Kemba Walker continues to show his love for playing against Toronto as he drains a pair of tray balls, cutting the Raps' lead. Jump into the third, Dwayne Casey's headache continues. That until DeLon Wright saves the day, forcing a turnover for the huge fast break slam, and then a drive and dish for a Corey Joseph tray ball. It's followed up by another driving kick for Kyle Lowry as the Raptors continue to rally. Now in Lowry time, Kyle gets the 3 points the old-fashioned way with an and one. And with the game on the line, DeMarre Carroll knocks down a huge triple of his own to give the Raptors a 90-85 victory. LeBron James and friends are banged up. First, J.R. Smith went out with a long-term hand injury, and now all-star power forward Kevin Love is expected to miss at least 6 weeks with a knee injury. The Cavs are clearly damaged, but not broken, and ready for whoever and whatever comes their way. A man who is always ready is LeBron James. Even back in high school, James was jumping out the gym. And against the Pacers, LeBron brought the whole repertoire, showing his range too with the step-back Jimmy, which was a carbon copy of James back in high school. So basically, the moral of the story here tonight is that LeBron James has always been good at basketball, and as Indiana found out, losing 113-104. In a bit of a weird story, Canadian tennis superstar Genie Bouchard kept good on her word, or I should say tweet to be more specific, after making a Super Bowl bet with a fan on Twitter. New England Patriots fan John Gorky got more than a Super Bowl win from his team after betting Bouchard that if the Pats beat the Falcons in the final, she has to go on a date with him, which came as a pleasant surprise to both.
No, I didn't really expect her to agree to it, and then when she contacted me and all the plans started falling into place, I was surprised.
You said you wanted it to be less awkward than maybe a dinner might be. How is it going so far?
It's going great. He's normal. It's awesome. I was a little bit worried because his Twitter profile picture was a picture of Tiger Woods. So I was like, oh my God, he's one of those super fans. I don't even know what he looks like. But he's awesome as such a sports fan, and we're getting to know each other. It's great.
Speaking of enjoyment, many viewers enjoyed watching the Grammys Sunday night until some sound issues and many apologies. Paula fills us in on what went down.
If you watched the Metallica performance on the Grammys, then you may remember the technical problems that went on. As Lady Gaga and Metallica, James Hetfield took the stage to perform, his mic was not initially working. The Metallica band has blamed the glitch to a dead microphone, which resulted in Hetfield making a decision to improvise and use Lady Gaga's mic. Still, the end result was Hetfield's singing couldn't be heard for the first part of the performance. The longtime producer of the Grammy Awards, Ken Ehrlich, later apologizes to Metallica and Shirley Caesar. Caesar released a statement Wednesday thanking Ehrlich for the apology and added, "These things just happen sometimes." Speaking of the Grammys, after skipping out on it Sunday, Kanye West was giving another major event all his attention. New York Fashion Week is here. West debuted his Yeezy Season 5 collection at Pier 59 Wednesday during the New York Fashion Week. Models were projected onto a screen during the presentation, with the show opening to an empty runway. The women's pieces had a strong Kim K vibe. To add within his line included some new bulky, thick-soled Boost runners, leaving us fans some new trends to look forward to. From the runway to the silver screens, Lerisha Spence fills us in on what's making moviegoers fall in love at the box office.
Since Valentine's Day has passed, 50 Shades Darker topped the box office. it was a 5-day fight over the Lego Batman movie. 50 Shades was in second place over the weekend, but thanks to the Day of Love, it helped boost the movie to the top. The S&M sequel brought in an estimated $61 million. The Lego movie is expected to gain its top spot back with Family Day coming up over the weekend, earning over $53 million. Falling behind in third place is John Wick Chapter 2. The action-packed film heated up, bringing in over $30 million. That's all for today's box office. Back to you, Paula.
Well, those films aren't the only thing making hits. Selena Gomez and The Weeknd both have been releasing new music. After her release, It Ain't Me, a collaboration with Kygo, and The Weeknd also releasing Some Way, had many believers raising their eyebrows. The new hits are causing some controversy on whether the lyrics in both songs are meant for her ex, Justin Bieber. The new couple have been spotted on several PDA-packed outings since. Bieber hasn't been shy about his dislike of his ex's new man. He previously told reporters that he thought The Weeknd's music was whack and mocked him in a recent Instagram stories video. From all the drama happening in Hollywood to drama at York University, Josh.
The strike continues at York University as Aramark employees take to the streets in protest. Negotiations have been ongoing for over a month, but this week marks the first of the strikes. Aramark employees are picketing at York Lanes right at Keele and York Boulevard. Buzz reporter Cecilia Kim spoke to the disgruntled employees.
Aramark employees have begun their strike this morning at York University. There was almost 205 food service workers at York campus, where most make $12.21 an hour. They are striking for higher wages that are competitive to the campus cafeteria workers at other university locations, such as U of T's downtown St. George campus. We went down on the picket line at York University and spoke to some of the workers.
We're striking because of the way they treat us, the low wages, just about everything we're striking for. They don't treat us good, they don't pay us good, so we're looking for living wages.
We're all scared because we're all worried that we're not going to get what we're asking. So we just want our job money, like more money, more security, and that's it.
And as long as we don't get what we want, we're going to be out here night and day, wherever, anytime, for next month, wherever time, anytime.
Now York joins U of T Scarborough campus's food service workers who staged a one-day strike on Tuesday. So far, union negotiators are asking for expanded dental and health benefits as well as a base pay of $15 an hour. Josh?
Thanks, Cecilia. Now we know that Aramark is a Philadelphia-based company. Have there been any similar campaigns by U.S. food service workers?
As a matter of fact, 2 U.S. universities have also made headlines for their food service strikes. Dining halls at both Yale University and Harvard found themselves without food workers late last year. At the center of the Harvard workers' demands included a $35,000 minimum salary for full-time employees. The strike became historic when the university agreed to the contract demands in October of last year. Back to you, Josh.
That's this edition of Say News. You may have noticed Nick Barsamis, our digital desk producer, tweeting live. He will continue to do so throughout the day. Make sure you check him out on Twitter at Seneca Media, as well as hashtag Seneca Media for updates. On behalf of the entire Say News team, I'm Josh Felice. Thanks for watching.